The next song is called 50 Stories. We're going to be here till midnight. I love it. Get comfy. No, the next song is called 50 Stories. Now, 50 Stories is me trying to kind of do an 80s thing via, this is not on Terpsichore, so the concept of the Steely Dan and the Talking Heads was not quite as much. But this is sort of me trying to be Bowie around not little creatures, scary monsters, and Ashes to Ashes. It sort of got that vibe. I kind of wanted to get that. A little bit of Duran Duran too was sort of in there. And the thing about this tune, I sort of based it around these chords that, which is a very guitar kind of pattern. Now, if there's any Rush fans, you might know. Living in the limelight, the universal dream for those who wish to see. It's a very beautiful Alex Lifeson part that just, you see my hand is barely moving. It utilizes the open strings in a nice way. So it's basically an E and an F sharp and a G sharp minor chord. But because of the open strings, you get these. So I always loved that. I thought, okay, let me use that, but not do the limelight melody, obviously, but sort of try to utilize it. And one way that I tried to hide the limelightiness of it was by orchestrating a bell part as sort of a synth bell part, which Kiera is going to play here for you. This is one of my favorite orchestrated things I've ever done for a song. And I sometimes forget how much I enjoyed it. And I think, who was that guy that wrote that? Like, that's just, it's a weird thing of like, I had to sit and figure it out when I was teaching it. Like, how did that go? I can't remember. This is 20 years ago, whatever it was. But okay, so this is Kiera's part that she plays in that section. I'm just gonna let her do it first by herself, and then I'm gonna join her with the chords just to sort of show what happens there. Is that ready? 1, 2, 3, Isn't that pretty? It's so cool, right? So if you add the chords to that, it sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, R. Which again, I don't think you would go, stealing from Rush. So it's kind of cool that sort of hides it. And if I add the melody on top of that, it's like this. 1, 2, 3, R. Nicely sized and mildly spiced. 50 stories told while 50 stories high. And it's just a neat orchestrational trick to kind of just like, yeah, we're borrowing chords, but we're going to sort of try to really make it our own as best as we can. So listen for that. Again, the bell's just cutting through the whole band, which I love so much. There's an internal rhyme in here that I didn't even realize was in here. I was out, I think it was for last year's Icehouse show. I was going over lyrics and I was sort of jogging. And there's the line, they are something but they don't know what. I never realized that but and what rhyme together. And I'm jogging and I kind of like, they are something but they don't know what. And I kind of stopped and I went, oh my God, there's a rhyme in there. I had no idea there was a rhyme. That's so cool. You're so clever. Oh my God. It's ridiculous, but very fun to kind of like discover. It's like when they say actors play a role for a long time on Broadway and like the 400th time you go, oh, okay, I see what's happening here. That happens all the time in music and stuff. You kind of go like, oh, neat. Even having written it, you go like, oh, I wasn't even aware. So yeah, let's do it, right? Oh, no, one more thing. On every album, there's usually like your favorite lyric, your favorite chorus, your favorite crash cymbal, like, or favorite drum lick or something. That's like, as you're recording it and you're like, oh God, I love this part. This song has my favorite bass note, I think, on any album that I have. And that happens in the chorus. So the very first time the chorus comes, Vinnie is outlining the chords. We have a lovely B to an A major 7, to a G sharp minor, to a C sharp 7, okay? So he's just playing, he's basically following the root of the chord the first time. But the second time, when we get to the A, the second chord, he plays the third. So it's like this. So here's the first time. 3, 4. second time. 3, 4. So one more time, second time. 2, 3, 4. So it gives you this little lift, this little thing. It's a very Chris Squire sort of thing to do, where it's like, I'm not playing the root. I'm not playing the root. No, I'm going to play the third. Screw you, playing the third. So yeah, so it's this moment that I always look over at Vinnie whenever we do this, and 9 times out of 10 you play it, I think. Yeah. 8 times out of 10, yeah. So, and it's just, so listen for that, and it just changes the character a little bit. And because the song has this sense of not quite knowing what's going on. It's like there's something, but we're not sure what it is, and that gives you a little sense of like, it's not a bad thing. One final thing about this song, we've been playing this live, the three of us especially, for 15 years at least. And my good friend Slough, some of you might know Slough Hallaton, who engineers all my albums and everything, he called me before this show, and he said, could you ask Vinnie to play the right bass note in the chorus? And I'm like, what are you talking about? He said, yeah, when you get, he's playing in E, and he should be playing in A in this one section. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's playing it fine. I told him I gave him the chart. He's playing what I told him to play. He's like, yeah, it's not right. I'm like, wait, I wrote the song. I know what's supposed to be playing. Now, what are you talking? And of course, I went and I listened to it, and I'm like, oh, shit. So yeah, so over this chord, so play an E over this chord, which is this lovely sort of open suspended chord, which is nice. But if you play an A over that, it sounds like this. It just gives it a very different character. And again, it's sort of this not knowing. It's not a bad thing. It's not necessarily a good thing, but it's a longing and kind of like, what's going to happen? Where is the root? Where is one? Where are we going? And that's what the song is supposed to be about. So yeah. So again, Slough gets it right and gets it perfect. So here we go. From what album is this on? What is this on? This is on TREBCHET, right? This is on TREBCHET. This is on TREBCHET. This is called 50 Stories. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, One-way streets and priestly drips fill a trip with anticipation. Cautious calls during a busy fall through the old and past times. Recollections on the phone of not being alone, of passing ships and skipped trips and paid debts and lost bets. And man, it's good to hear your voice, nicely sized and mildly spiced. 50 stories told while 50 stories high. They are something, but they don't know what that something really is. Could it be that so much time has passed right by? Could it be that so much time has passed right by? A dozen should do nicely. I know it's pricey, but the pleasure outweighs the cost. A conversation, a relocation, a new dispensation to fill the calendar's empty squares, smiling stares and pulled out chairs, beginning from the last stand, lots past and lots cast and nicely sized and mildly spiced. 50 stories told while 50 stories heard. They are something, but they don't know what that something really is. Oh, it's so good. Let it be that so much time has passed right by. Could it be that so much time has passed right by? Spent They don't know what that something really is. Could it be that so much time has passed right by? Now how could it be that so much time has passed right by? It's been said so many times. Here's to hello. 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 Thank you so much.